guys, welcome back to another opportunity. Today I thought it would be a perfect day to go over the handbook. When I first started this program, I feel like I jumped right in blinded. I had no idea what I was really getting into, and I think it would have been helpful for somebody to explain stuff and to do the roles. So I think that would be a great video today. I'm gonna let's jump right into it. So every FOP participant will get a handbook that looks like this, and I will tell you, this sat under my bed probably most of the time that I've been on FOP, but it does come in handy. I would advise you to keep it in a near spot and somewhere close by, and you will need it to phase up. In any phase, you will reflect on the handbook and need it to fill out your paperwork to phase from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, so on and so on. So, the first page is basically just like a welcome, welcoming you to the FOP and congratulations, and we're glad that you're here on the FOP team. I think that this first and foremost should be acknowledged as a congratulations, and really looked at as an opportunity. I think that all of the FOP members are screened, and we all kind of fit the same criteria to what has led us here. So in my personal experience, I know that I was facing a 2-year prison sentence, and this was my last run. But I was offered an FOP, and I kind of thought that I was gonna get off easy. You know, when I heard probation, I was like, yes, you know, I'm so blessed and so lucky, which I was, and I didn't understand fully what the FOP team was at all. So yeah, it's starting off with the congratulations, and some people might be like, what does it mean, congratulations? Like, I just got in trouble. But no, congratulations that you made it on this life-changing journey. And yeah, it also reads that every FOP participant are expected to follow all of these rules that it will explain in this handbook. It also goes on to tell you that they believe in you, and you may not believe that, but they do, and they are all here to support you. You start off with you'll hear the word team a lot. Team meaning the judge, the DA, our probation, Aaron, in most cases. There's a lot of people. Jesse's wonderful. You don't really know who these people are. They're in the background a lot for a lot of people, but they are a team, and these people gather weekly, if not more than that, to discuss your life, your progress, and your overall well-being, and what you're doing step by step of the way. Sorry guys, I stutter a lot, so yeah. I'm not very camera savvy. Participation. Whether or not you choose to participate is up to you. Let's stop right there. I feel like if you're coming into this program, you should really, really decide right then and there, is this something that I want? Is this something that I want for real? FOP is an opportunity to get your life back on track. If you follow the program and take the resources that are offered to you, this truly can be a life-changing event. It's not a punishment. I mean, in my case, I really seriously feel like this was a blessing and a half, and I am blessed beyond blessed to look back and be like, wow, I'm so lucky, and this opportunity doesn't come to most. A lot of people go to jail and get overlooked a lot. They're not offered treatment. They're offered prison and jail. So if you're out there and you're watching this, I just encourage you to look at this as not a punishment, and to look at it as an opportunity to change your life. And this program is 18 months, but I've seen people last 18 months on the first phase. So this program could be as short or long as you want. You can jump right on into it and start being honest, being open, being sincere, taking your UAs, making your meetings, doing your treatment, and never miss a court date, never miss a meeting, get right into treatment, stuff like that. Or you can be like me and procrastinate 7-8 months and try to fight the system and lie and defy every which way you possibly can, and yeah, stay on the program for longer. It's up to you. So yeah, if you want to participate, if you want to change your life, it's up to you. If you want to get rewarded, it's up to you. If you want to do good, it's up to you. As somebody who was coming into this program that was still in active addiction, it was very hard. It was very hard to, I will tell you right now, if you are in active addiction, and you try to hide it and you don't want to change that pattern, you will fail. You will fail this program. You will not be able to succeed in making the requirements. I can tell you that from personal experience. I ran around so much and I put so much time and effort to try to cheat my UAs, to try to lie and deceive, make up stories, all kinds. I did the most. You can ask Aaron or somebody. I hope they, yeah. Anyways, that's another story. But I'm literally the one I'm telling you from personal experience. I did it all. I did the most. Because that's how I was kind of raised, taught and raised to lie and to hide the things that I do because I'm going to get punished. You know, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to get, like, shunned or judged. I don't want to admit any of those things. But I'm telling you now, if you go into this program knowing that it's okay and that's what you're supposed to do, most people are in active addiction coming in and they know that. They want to help and they know you're using already. So drop those UAs, drop them hot, and tell the truth. Yes, I'm using. Yes, I need help. And when they offer you it, take the help immediately. Don't wait immediately. It's 2 months of your life. You're gonna make it. Just jump right on in head first, and I promise you, your life will be forever changed. Anyways, let's just keep going. I'm gonna ramble on and on. This is what I do best. Privacy. Just like this page, just like this webpage, just like this channel, everybody on the team and everybody is advised to keep things private, as what you hear stays here, what is shared here stays here. Same in the courtroom. There's no cameras, no videos, no nothing like that. You're not supposed to take anything that you know about any FOP participant outside of FOP. It's just respecting, you know. I feel like we all kind of are on board with that because, you know, we're all going through the same thing. The requirements to waive confidentiality. Those who provide therapeutic treatment may only release information or records concerning any person who has been assessed, diagnosed, or treated for chemical dependency and or mental health diagnosis with the specific written consent of a person who has been diagnosed, assessed, or treated. There are the following exceptions to the general against disclosure of the confidential client information. Written consent of the participant. So I think this is basically saying that in your treatment, you should only release stuff like that, and then your therapist as well is only allowed to release your records and stuff with your consent. So anyways, anything you share in therapy, anything you share in group therapy, it stays there. It's confidentiality, and yeah. So I urge you guys to really open up and dig deep into what is going on inside, because I honestly didn't know. I thought therapy was ridiculous. I'm like, I don't need a therapist. I don't need this group to tell me who I am. They don't know me. They don't understand. They'll never get it. But once you... And it seems so corny, like the little exercises they do. It really does. When I first started, I was like, this is lame. Kindergarten, like, I have better things to do with my life. How is this gonna heal me? Need help with my addiction, not with gratitude journals and all this crap that they're trying to teach me. I was so negative coming into the program. I really was. But I went to inpatient treatment, and I met some people there who taught me a lot of things that I had no idea about my body, about my mind, and how my addiction played into trauma that I have had throughout my life, not just recent or anything. And once you start learning how the brain works, and it ties into addiction, you'll realize that the littlest things in life matter. Making your bed every single day. Making your bed every single day. If you want long-term sobriety, learn to make your bed in the morning every single day. Trust me. I'll share a link in this video. My favorite TED Talk. Yeah, I urge you guys to watch it. I'll share the link. Anyways, also, writing your gratitude journal. Writing 3 things you're grateful for. Little things like that are so important. I urge you guys to participate in therapy and really dig deep and learn to, on your own terms, trust your therapist, trust these people, give in to them, because in the long run, it's only for your own good. And yeah, it really works. From personal experience, it works. It only works if you work it. Okay, we're going to skip all this stuff, kind of boring. So, it talks about filling your time with healthy people and places. I think that everybody who's like been to AA or any kind of treatment, or like I had never been to treatment or AA ever when I got introduced to FOP. So everybody kind of knows people, places, and things are a must. I know it's harder than it seems, because like I had family, like everybody I know uses or sells drugs, like literally. That is why I urge, also, I'm going to use the word urge a lot if you haven't noticed already, but I urge you guys to really consider inpatient treatment, because not only do you get away from the crowd that you're around every day, it's easier to get sober. Then you're going to clear your mind out, and then these people will help you get a house, get a stable place to live, get a ongoing support team for this. They're not just going to put you right back into what you were in and be pointless. Trust and believe in the system, in this program, and you will see the benefits. I promise you. These people will guide you step by step through the way. It's been over 2 years for me, and every single moment I've been helped, guided, and it did seem long in the process, but now looking back, like, there's like so is a blink of an eye. And again, you have to ask yourself, do I want this? Do I want this? Do I want my kids to have a good life? Do I want to have a good life? Do I want to be happy? Or do I want to go through the same bullshit that I go through every single day, all the time, repetitious, getting hurt, getting burned, getting robbed, getting, you guys know what you go through as addicts. I know. So, do you want to live that life? No, get out of there, girl. Get your butt into inpatient treatment. Or there are a few girls, I've seen successful stories who have good family members, who have support in their parents' home, in their grandparents' home. And I'm not saying that every person has to go to inpatient, no. For me, it was definitely a must. But you need to change your people, places, and things for a long time. It's not easy. It's not. But once you take yourself out of that mindset and out of that, you will succeed so much faster. I promise you. Men, cut it out. If you have a boyfriend who's an addict and you guys are in active addiction together, it's not going to work. I'm not being a hater. I'm not. I'm telling you the truth. It's not going to work unless he goes off and does his treatment and all that stuff and you do yours separately. It's not. Ask yourself, do you want this? Is this something I want? Do I want a life-changing event to happen to me and my kids? You will separate from that man and do what you gotta do for your kids and for you. And maybe then someday you can help your man out. But anyways, people are gonna be like, oh my god, I can't date. Oh my gosh, she's such a stupid girl. I love my dad. It's hilarious. Once you're in my position, you'll totally look back and you'll understand what I'm talking about. I had to do it too, girl. I had to do it too. The courtroom rules, dress code, and behavior. I'm not really going to touch on this subject too much because me and Melinda, we are going to do a video on courtroom do's and don'ts. So, basically, expect to go to court every other Friday. Every other Friday at 2 o'clock. It never changes unless they say so. Once in a while there's a picnic or some kind of event. But expect to go to court every other Friday at 2 p.m. sharp. Never changes. You have to stay there the entire docket, and that's for accountability reasons. Everybody knows what you're doing, what you're going through, good or bad. You get rewarded when you do good, and you get punished when you don't. So, So expect there to be there for anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. It usually doesn't last 3 hours, but, 4 o'clock is usually about normal to be let out. And so, so we're going to skip right over that. Oh, see here it's talking about your team. These are the team members. Your probation officer, your probation supervisor, the law enforcement. There's always that cop that stands there and, takes people to jail if you do bad. Substance abuse, mental health treatment providers, which is usually Katie Kraft from Heart Counseling. She's amazing. She's so sweet. There are also other employees there, but you won't see them in court too much. Katie's always participating though in these meetings and in court, so you'll notice her. The deputy district attorney, which is the DA, and the deputy state public defender, which is this cute little short lady with high heels. She always really dressed really cute, real little, real petite. Those people are there, and they are here to usually explain these papers, but yeah, if you're anything like me coming in the program, I was high or coming down, and I'm like, let me sign the paper and get the hell out of my face, lady. So yeah, I didn't know anything about it. So, but yeah, she's real sweet. You'll see her around. The program components, these are the requirements. You will be required to attend counseling, groups, and or individual sessions. I was required to do both, so I was all messed up in my head. Just kidding. No, I think everybody does individual and both. I think that it's very healthy to do one-on-one, but it's also very healthy to do group therapy. You get to know others, it's just a different aspect, and you'll see why it's important in the end. I don't think at the very beginning you might not like it, but it is, and it is what you make it. If you participate and you're, willing to try things, you're gonna get that out of it. But if you're sitting there negative and you're like, I hate this, I can't wait to leave, screw these people, it's gonna be hell. It's gonna be long, and it's gonna be hell, and it's gonna be long. So, I say put a smile on and get right in there and just enjoy yourself. Most of you girls are probably watching me like, I hate this girl. She is so annoying. Court appearances. Obviously, don't come to court dressed like a whore or with any weapons or any guns, knives, etc. If you're doing well, you'll always be applauded, acknowledged, and rewarded. There's stuff called rock stars. There's, if you're doing really good, they always have a rock star, which is someone who did above and beyond, and it feels really good when you get the rock star, because if you're into me, I'm used to literally getting the bad girl reward, oh, you did it again, and I never got acknowledged for the stupid petty shit in my life that oh my god, Marty made it on time to all her appointments. That's a big deal to me. I literally couldn't do it. So these kind of things are major in these courtrooms, and for me, I think that's what kind of got me through this, because I was like, yeah, I did make it on time. Yes. Normal people are like, okay, you're getting rewarded for things you're already supposed to do. This is a place where addiction and the lifestyle is very much taken into consideration and acknowledged. So for me, as an addict, I made it nowhere on time. I couldn't even get to bed most days. So I don't know, I was a hot mess. Even if I thought I looked all cute and stuff, I really didn't. It was really scary. But yeah, they acknowledge you, and which is very encouraging and very motivating to like get up and do more. Like that's what got me back into that courtroom the next time. Every 2 weeks, I kind of looked forward to talking to Miss Bachman. Miss Bachman was the old judge. I know that now that you're watching this, there's going to be a new judge, which I have not met yet, which I'm very anxious to know who it is. But at this moment, I don't know who it is. So, I'm just talking about my experience with Miss Bachman personally. I looked forward to talking to that woman, and I loved it when she acknowledged all the little things that I've done, which were such a big deal to me. So yes, now, when you are not doing well, you better believe that they're going to come down on you. They're not going to keep no secret. Everybody's going to know. They're going to straight up hold you accountable, like, what's going on? What the hell? Like, don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. The biggest thing in this court, and most important to the judge, is that you're honest. It's okay. It sucks. We all fuck up. We all are. Pretty much, yeah, we're all fuck ups in some way or another. So don't feel afraid to, like, tell the truth. If you used, tell the truth. If you are using, tell the truth. If you broke the rules, if you got fired, if you hit someone over the head, yeah, well, if you're using, tell the truth. Pretty much, if you're not doing well, you need to speak up, and you're going to be held accountable, and it's embarrassing at the time, but it's even more embarrassing when everyone's sitting behind you, and you're trying to make every excuse in the book of, like, well, I did do it, and, well, I was just, like, 5 minutes late, and that lady at the UA place was a total bitch, and everyone's looking at you like, yeah, right, she's high. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. But I'm just saying, you make a fool of yourself when you try to, because we've all been there, and it's just better to be honest, because that's the hard thing, to be honest. So I recommend just being honest. You're going to get punished less. If you keep lying and making excuses, they're not going to put up with it. They're going to send your butt to jail 2 days for every mess up. If you missed one UA, you go to jail for 2 days. If you miss a group and a UA and it was hot, that's 6 days in jail. And then you get out and you start over again. So expect that. And it's okay. Everybody messes up. I went to jail a few times. It was embarrassing. I was scared. I was all that. I was mad. I was angry. I was all kinds of stuff. The faster you get on board with this, the faster you're going to make it. And it's a beautiful outcome, I must say. Anywho, drug and alcohol testing, everybody does the same amount of UAs, so don't think that because you have 2 full-time jobs and 8 kids that you're only going to do 1 or 2 UAs a month. No, everybody is random. They give you a number, you will call, and you will do your UAs and mouth swabs at any time given. Those are like very important. Do not miss any UA. Even if you're hot, just take it and admit, because that's how you get help. Also, if you get false positives, I think you get like 1 false positive. There has been like some kind of rule about it. Like if you get 1, they'll like retest it and stuff. Like if you're just like insisting that you did not use and it came out positive for whatever reason, they'll like give you 1 freebie. But after that, like they don't care. If a false positive is a positive. So you guys better be on top. If your drug of choice is heroin, you guys better not be eating no poppy seed muffins or taking no nasal spray or anything, being around somebody who's doing it. I don't care. Like, you better look it up, Google that shit, because I did. Look at all the reasons why a person can possibly test hot for that specific drug of choice. Mine was meth, personally. Nasal spray. Don't be taking Adderall. Don't be taking nothing crazy. Seriously. Anyways, don't be taking cough medicine when you ain't sick. Don't even be taking cough medicine when you are sick. Like, look up other remedies. Do it. Make sure you're ahead of the game, because they don't play. 1 false positive, any kind of positive, is a positive, and they don't put up with it, and you start over. Like, you don't want that. So make sure you're on top of it, and just be honest. Anyways, your treatment, like I said, you'll be assessed. Everybody is. Then they'll kind of go from there. You'll get your numbers, and you just want to attend your groups. I know they're hard because, trust me, I did them for years, it seems like, and I started over so many times. I could not, and I was so focused on that number. I'm like, no, I did 7 classes, not like I need all the credit for 7 classes. And I wasn't really understanding the point of the classes. I wanted to see that number, and that's all I cared about was finishing. Like, I want to be done with this. It's a requirement. I don't want to be here. And it was a lot longer and a lot harder than it actually was. You'll start to enjoy stuff once you really, really just let go of that stubborn, selfish ways and just accept the help, accept the resources. This program is going to change your life, and it's going to be a fun and amazing journey. You're going to look at yourself like, wow, I'm proud of myself. I have come so much farther. Court is going to be like a walk in the park. I like going to court now. It's like crazy. Progress reports. There will, every review hearing, which is every court, they have this team meeting and they talk all about you. So if you're doing good, you want to expect good things, expect good feedback, all of that. If you're doing bad, expect them to hold you accountable. Doctor's note: as a participant of FOP, you can be asked to have any prescribing medical profession fill out and sign an FOP doctor's notice before receiving any narcotics. Again, do not take narcotics. I don't care if you just got your wisdom teeth pulled. I don't care if your eye socket fell out. I don't care if you are going through a mental breakdown and you just broke your toe because you kicked a door. Don't take narcotics. Do not do it unless you contact Erin first. And then you say, if you get her okay, like personally, for my person, I've literally found out that I have narcolepsy. Who would have known? Anyways, the medicine prescribed to me would definitely make me pop hot. So I talked to Erin. She said absolutely not. I talked to my doctor and they found a way around it. I found a medicine that works for me that doesn't pop hot. Don't use that as an excuse. Always talk to Erin first, because once you do take it and you're like, well, a doctor gave it to me. No, you're going to get in trouble and you're going to be like held accountable for not contacting your probation officer first. There's always a way around it, so make sure you do that. And also, let's talk about the phases. There's 5 phases in this program, and I've seen women like Melinda. She's one of the ones who had breezed through this program. She was a rock star. She went through bam, bam, phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's like in and out, in and out. Now others like me have taken a lot longer, and this program is up to you. If you want to stay in phase 0 forever, that's on you. But I don't. I wanted to see progress. Phase 1 is the orientation. It's 30 days minimum. You're obviously attend all the courts, complete the drug and alcohol assessment, get signed up with your classes, meet with your probation officer once a week, submit to all your UAs. Also, you're required to make a treatment plan, including like any kind of steps that will like happen after when you relapse, or if you do. Attend the FOP graduation ceremonies. The 30-day orientation phase begins on the date you sign the... Oh, actually, it starts on when the day you complete necessary drug and mental health treatment intake appointments. So yeah, for me, I thought it started like the day I walked into court. No. Yeah, it starts when you get that health evaluation and you get into treatment. You sign all those papers, so just get that ball rolling ASAP. Throughout the 30 days, you're required to be 100% compliant with attending all requirements. Even if you're high as a kite, go. Even if you're high as a kite, drop. Even if you're high as a kite, be honest. They know. They already know. Phase 2, 60 days minimum. Attend all your core, attend all your probation, okay, we're just going to say for every phase, these are the requirements. Obviously, attend all treatment appointments. Do your individual, your group, your family group, community support groups, any UA, any BA. Obtain a physical and address any health issues. So you want to get a primary doctor if you don't already have one. If you don't have Medicaid, you want to sign up for Medicaid. Get the ball rolling. If you have Medicaid, great. Get a primary doctor. If you don't, you can go right on to Colorado Peak and get one. They help you. or go into whatever emergency room you usually go to. Just call the hospital and say, hey, you know, I want a primary doctor. For me, it was Denver Health. For others, that might not work. Just get your primary doctor, schedule that physical, and get assessed.